In case you didn't know, it is National Joe Day. And on this day, you're supposed to drink a cup of Joe with someone named Joe. Got any Joes in your life?
Oh, yeah. I mean, everybody
I
knows
thought
a
about
Joseph.
it. I can't think of any Joes.
You don't have a Joe.
Anyone that we call Joe, I couldn't think of any.
What about like Joseph, Joey?
Yeah,
Joseph?
I know some Josephs.
Josiah,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yes, we all know a Josiah.
Tracy.
So my dad is Jose or
Okay.
Joe. One of my grandfather's name was Joseph. And really, my parents thought that I was going to be a boy. And my name was supposed to be Joseph.
Like Joe
well,
Jr.
They
or
could've-
Joe the Third?
No.
You could have been Josephine.
Yes.
I could have been.
Joanna.
Joanne.
It was not on
Joanne.
the table. Isn't that funny?
Or Jolene.
Jolene.
Joe.
Okay, yeah, I can't do that. All right. All right, so anyone have any idea of how a coffee became known as a cup of Joe? Well, we're going to look at this. So according to several sources, Reader Digest included, the nickname began in the 19th century from coffee from the island of Java. There was a drink that mixed coffee and Java and chocolate, mocha, of course. It was called a cup of jamoke. And people just shortened it to cup of Joe. At least that's what they say.
I always wondered that.
Interesting.
Never made sense to
Right.
me. Now
About why it's called
Yeah.
I just
cup of
thought
Joe.
a guy named Joe liked to drink coffee.
Yeah, that's what I was
Right,
thinking.
right. There's a lot of different things that swirl around, but that's the
Yeah.
one that most everybody kind of goes to. That's why they think it's called that.
interesting.
Well, no matter what you call it, all coffee goes through the same process. And recently, I was at the only coffee farm that Starbucks owns. They only own one, and it's in Costa Rica. It's very pretty. Look at
is this
that.
Becky?
Yes.
Oh,
Nice.
nice. Look
Very
at that
pretty.
view.
It is.
my
Oh yeah,
God.
it's got a view.
Beautiful.
It's got a waterfall too. So coffee is labor intensive. Let me show you just part of this tour. All coffee starts with a bean that's planted. You can see the little plants out in front, and it takes several years before the plant is big enough to give you what's called a coffee cherry. Now this looks like a red berry, but it's not. Much like a cherry, there is a pit of some sort inside. Now this is video of us looking for the cherries that are left on the plant. This is how coffee is harvested. The pickers go through each plant looking by hand. So check this out, because the pickers strap these baskets to them, and then they pick those cherries, and they fill up 10 to 20 of these a day. So then the machine then squeezes out the cherries. I tried to do it with my hands to show you. Whoosh, there it went. I found out what was inside. So you can see the cherry part on the outside, the bean from the inside, and they say that you could eat the outside. So I tasted it, and it tasted like a red pepper. It was not sweet. All right, so after the beans are washed through these machines, they come out, and then they're dried for several days. And just when you think, okay, this has got to be over, right? There's yet another casing, like a peanut shell, that has to be taken off the bean. And then finally, you can roast those beans. And when the roasting is done, you can make yourself and enjoy a cup of Joe.
Wow, I
Man.
have so much appreciation
What a
for
process.
coffee.
That's
now.
why I
That
said
was
I'm never going to throw coffee down the drain again and be
No.
like, oh, I don't need this last sip.
That was a whole process.
I
wonder
definitely
Starbucks
new
is-
appreciation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why
That's
it's
neat.
$6 a pop. Because you
Yeah,
gotta go through
absolutely.
all that.
I'm kind of surprised at what you said it tasted like.
The shell
The
part.
shell
red
part
pepper
tasted
thing.
like a red pepper. It did not taste like coffee. Yeah, and really the bean
interesting.
doesn't really taste like coffee until you start roasting it, right? And if it pops once, then it's a blonde roast. If it pops twice, it's a medium roast. If it pops 3 times,
Oh, so
it's
that's
a
how
dark
they
roast.
determine.
Yes, it's how
Oh.
long it's roasted.
Which are you?
I'm a dark roast.
I'm a blonde roast.
Yeah, me too.
Imagine that.
Right.
I like the lighter
Right.
coffee. Yeah.
All right, so savor that cup of coffee, folks, because it takes something to get that cup of coffee,
Right.
for sure.